Hi everybody, Shane Carlisle for L&I Trade House on the 23rd of the 11th, 2022 at 9:30 in the morning. So now with the trade house going as well as it is, I thought it was about time we put a little few videos with the starting process, how to set TradingView up, how to get yourself looking at what we look at. You see us all posting these pictures and videos, and if you're in the Discord, the wins, the losers, you're seeing everything that's going off, but not quite understanding what it is. Yeah, you're seeing candles, you're seeing positions. So I was just going to do a breakdown of TradingView more than anything, because that's pretty much where everything happens within TradingView. And then once you're obviously comfortable looking at positions and how we get to the calculations that we get to with the confirmations that we use, that is a process that's going to take time. But time's something that you're never going to get back. So you may as well use it doing something productive, and this is very productive, in my opinion. If you can learn a skill that will set you become financially free, it's worth your time. But it's not for some people, it is for some people. So I'm just going to put a little video together for the people that are jumping in right at the beginning, just to show you how you can start looking at what we look for. It doesn't have, you don't have to be in complete in-depth detail like we are with every trade, but that's how we get the risk to reward and the winners, because we take the time beforehand to analyze what we're looking at. There's could be some trades that we wait 2-3 weeks for them to enter a zone before we even look at it. There's so many things, but to get you started, it's all you need to do is download TradingView, tradingview.com, download it, create an account. It's very simple. If you're computer illiterate, your name, email, password, that'll give you access to the TradingView platform. And then let's click through. Let me share. Okay. Cool. So I don't know what this box is here. That's not normally there. Okay. So there we go. Right. TradingView. It's a bit slow when Zoom's loaded. But let me just find a pair that there's nothing on. So once you've downloaded tradingview.com, made your account, let me just make it a bit bigger so you can see what's happening. That's up here, sorry. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see what's going off. Oh, that's a bit too big. Shrink it a bit. So you'll once you've downloaded tradingview.com, created an account, this will pop up. Okay, I'll try and keep it as standard. Because that's a hotbar that we set up. These won't be here because you set these as your favorites. Okay, so you'll have this, you'll have all these down here. So basically, I'd get you looking in the if you click in the little sidebar here. Okay. And then the ones I mainly use, the month, you can favoritize them here in the little star. So you got the month, the week, the day, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, and the 1 minute. Now these will be a little bit fast at the moment. I know it sounds a bit crazy, a 15-minute candle moving fast, but this is where the training happens. This is where your eyes get trained to see what we see. with them being longer periods of time, the moves that are there are stronger, you know, and then you break inside that move with that one to find your entry. And then when things get visible in this time frame, we move here, you know, and then you get comfortable down here looking at these time frames. Always looking at these time frames still, but you're layering these time frames in as well. And then it gets to the point where you're finding your entry in the 1 minute. But it's all time, you know, start daily, 4 hourly, see the big moves, what the banks are creating. Okay, so once you've pushed the stars on all them, they'll all appear here then, and you can click and press as you please. It's all about the multi-time. Okay, so in the 4 hour, what I'd possibly do, I'll run you through these, what they all are and where they are. Okay, so to start nice and simple, horizontal ray, click your little side down here, horizontal ray. You click a start, it will put a taskbar out for you, and that's the beginning of your hotbar. Okay, and then what you want to do is just take a snapshot and go across, because these are the only things I use to trade. I use line, a box, a text, a fib, but I won't pull that into this video. This is just the setup. The arrow, the trend line, the long position, and the short position. They are everything. I find my candle, that's my imbalance. That's if I need to leave a message for myself. That's to point liquidity, which way liquidity is going. That's my breaker structure line. And these are what give me my risk to reward. Okay. I have quite a few pairs, if I'm honest, down here, but you know, I can analyze a chart within probably 15 to 20 minutes if I'm only going down to the 15-minute. So I like to do probably 10 to 15 at a time when I am doing it, and then just go back through them in the morning or evening, like whenever I set them. If I set them in the evening, check them in the morning, you know. But I'd start with either the Great British Pound, USD, or the Euro USD, just on sole fact because of spreads. Now, I'll explain in another video about spreads. They affect on a trade, but again, that's another video for down the line. Let me just move me back. So yeah, I'd start with the Euro USD. As it's a very well trending pair. I've actually got a position sat waiting on the Euro USD up there. We've had all this liquidity formed here. Nothing's been broke other than a low, you know. So for me, there's a nice entry sat here. And as this, that's just a target for the previous low. But as this rises to take back these, look, the smart money trap there. There was a bank move, but they just come and took it with a stop loss attack, took all that liquidity back. Now it looks like they're turning for a bounce to come and clear these stops out. So I'm looking for a little wick in up here. But as I was saying, with the 1 to 9, that'll probably come down to here. You see how it's rejecting here quite a lot. So I'll probably look to take 5% out of that. But as strategy says, it's previous low, because it always likes to correct back to where it set off from. But I won't blag your head too much. But yeah, if I was to if that trade was to trigger and turn round and go in my direction, my take profit would be there at a 1 to 5. But again, just a little setup video, this, guys, just showing you. So we've gone through setting your time frames, so you can quickly click through them. That'll tell you, the daily will tell you what overall trend is. So the Euro USD is overall very bearish. Okay. It gets a bit crowded when you've got smaller positions on, but you can see it's actually took the inducement there and broke structure there. Left a bank move in the daily there with some imbalance, so they're going to have to retreat here before they can take it any higher, because there's a lot of money sat there. And I think that's a trap, if I'm honest, because I can't go into too much on this, but that's an order block candle. A 4-hour order block candle. And then that's a bank move, but that's took the IPA, then that's broke it. See that? Took out that bank move and the order block. Thank you. All the money took back, came down, took off. So that would be my candle. I'd go inside that candle there. See what's happening. I know it has mitigated there, but there's still stop. It's had a stop run here. Even that one there. That was just an IPA grab. Yeah. But yeah, so daily will give you the overall trend, which it does look like it's trying to break to the upside. But overall, we're still bearish. So I'm only looking, unless we break some crazy structure, like for me, that's not, you've just had a stop run after collection. If it was to come here and break, that'd just be another confirmation for me that we've got all the time in the world to wait for these trades to happen. If that's how you're looking at trading, you've got to be patient for the banks to come back where they've pushed off from. Okay, so the daily's telling me we're bearish. Yes, we've had a little pullback, but what's the 4-hour telling me? Okay, so we've created higher highs, broke. So we could be in buy mode. That's took the inducement back, broke off. And that's broke the structure. So we could be looking to sell down. See how it's took the inducement back. We've had a break of structure, an IPA grab, but it's not mitigated. So that to me tells me they still want to come down. They're creating higher lows, lower lows, lower highs. But there's a mitigation that needs to happen down in the 15-minute there. All that liquidity, that's all covered with my stop. That's the last point. That's if that's see, that's all buy motion. So that's all buy up there. There's no selling action. There's a little one there, little seller. But I'm covered with that because that's my node I'm covering. They pushed away, they took the inducement back. left this liquidity here. Look at that. So liquidity. And it's in a premium price. Because if they're going to sell it, they may as well sell it high, buy it low. None of this in the middle. These are all just little big institutions, if you like. These are the big boys sat up here and down here, where they've completely changed the direction of the market. Yes, it's nice to catch all these little moves inside, all these signatures, but if you're looking to catch the flip arounds, look where the big boys are. They're still doing the same things as they are inside here, but it's just bigger, more visible. The 4 hour, to me, that's a massive order block there. Your little green, big red. So if you're in the 4 hour, you'd be selling off that candle there, covering your top. If you were putting them on just for yearly trades, then you'd have your TP down here. You'd just put a position at this side. If you're doing the longer term, I'd even cover that top wick and then drop it down below that bank move. So even over the year, if you were just to put that one trade on and it happened like it will do, because it's all the signs are there. It's just a case of how big the stop runner they have. Even if you were to have all your bank accounts sat in a live, you'd grow your bank account by 6%. You're not looking at GJ's just tagged in. Nice. That's 6%. The banks give you 0.1%, and that's a 4 hour chart. We took the inducement back. We broke structure in the next, flagging back. If they were to take that and I was to follow, I'm just going to previous lows for a 1 to 5. If I was to follow it down to where I know they've broke again, which was there, in the trade I'm in, if it never came back, down to there's a 1 to 18. If it never bursts through the top and I cover enough when we stop, but I'm only looking for a little, I will be looking, that's where it should be, because that's where my previous low were, so it'd be a 1 to 9. But yeah, I'd start with the Euro US in the 4 and 1 hour and get all this set up. I'm not going to go into too much. I'm just showing you what we see, and then I'll do some more videos either this afternoon or this evening with a trade plan. It is up in the Discord. If you are part of the Discord, if you're not, reach out and I'll get you part of the Discord. But what I'll do a trade plan video, and just get you comfortable finding where it breaks the market and there's a candle. Breaks the market, candle. Here, that's market structure. That candle's clearly broke that market structure. So you're going to identify that candle, and then you're going to just keep going back. You've got structure. That broke the structure. So you follow it down. You put a marker on your candle. It came back. Okay. And we're only going to be looking for the price if the market causes structure. Right, don't look at it as support and resistance, because it isn't. It's just the big boys putting blocks in, knowing where they want to go, and then pushing price. There's so much retail out there. It's market structure, okay? It's broke market structure there, clearly. You've got structure, structure, structure. That leg broke through it. So you'd be identifying the last up before the down. Okay. And following it, what happened? Okay, so that blew through. Why did it blow through? Because it was a trap set by the banks. Look, it was a liquidity grab, and then they came back into structure. So that's not form of structure. Okay, that would have been the structure. And again, they busted out. So they want to move the price up. So we're gonna try and look for buy mode. You know, they've had a stop run. I can see them wanting to collect something down here. So I'm looking for buy mode now. So I'll be getting rid of these. My break line would be going above. So we broke. So I found an area down here I like the look of. We broke again. I'd class that as a trap because it's too close to price with all this liquidity underneath. All that's liquidity because it's not been back yet. We go to the bottom of there. There's money all sat here. Money. Money. There's so much money sat there. Now sell. You know, and then we'll see where if it wants to break again, we'll have a look if we can get in behind it again. So what else? Oh, GU's close as well, and the euro. There's a few happening. So Great British USD. Let's have a quick look at that. Is that? And here we go. This is in. So let's see what's happening. Put this in the Discord the other day. Okay. I'd like to see a nice reaction. It's took the IPA back now. We'll leave it on until the trade's finished. But I'd like to see a reaction from here. I've covered what I think them two last previous moves, unless they have a stop run. If they have a stop run, it'll completely take me out. But then I'll learn to cover possibly the top of my boss line. You know, this is live happening now. Got the inducement, created liquidity. They've taken the liquidity back. They've reached out to get a bank move. Hopefully they've run out of steam and they spin it back round. GJ, I think that's just rocketed right through. GU's in profit. That's coming into profit. So where's the GJ? Is that GJ? What's happening here? This is in the red. But you've got to expect to be sat in a little bit of drawdown, guys, you know. But I won't go into too much, but there's two trades that have activated on this session, you know. Liquidity, taken back liquidity, had a reach out to gain the money back. I've covered to up here. So just hoping we have a nice little turnaround now once it's had its reach out. But who knows? So yeah, we've got these drop down, star them to get your time frames. Yeah. Have a look at this. Identify what they are. Every one of them are in here. You know, the lines and the drawing, they're all in one section. Okay. And you've got text and box. I think the box is in there as well somewhere. The position is there. Short and long position. Okay. And what else? What else? The fib. The fib's underneath there. Fib retracement. Let's just have a quick look at the euro. JPY. There's that. That's I've got a little 1 minute play on it. Nearly coming into action. Creating liquidity. You can see it happening. Got an inducement, break a structure. And you can sell off the inducement. That was just a little stretch out. So that's your structure. I've covered a little bit more, just above the candles. Like to see that. Have a little tap in, come back down to where it's comfortable. Little 3%, I think that is it. 3.5. GU and GJ are fighting. But they're both in sell mode, so can't see it now. Oh, and look how close that was. But it's not tapped the air, it's not tapped the candle. I want it to tap. So I'm not just going to jump in. I'm going to let it. It could either just turn around now and go, and that'll be absolutely fine. I'd know to group 3 candles together because it did come and touch that candle. But we've not had a clear push down yet, so it's still trailing. Yeah, so we've got that set up. We've got that set up, and you jump in the daily, okay, and just scrolling out, getting enough candles on your screen so you can see what's going off. That's clearly going up, yeah. What is it? You've got some very bearish action there. Then if you were to do the main structure point, that broke it. So that would be your candle you're looking at for it to come back to. Last down. See how that big. Last down. Go the up. And they're individual candles with it being a day. Because that'll be a day's trading. Just that one red candle. So you're looking for price to come back to that area. Because that's where the market broke structure. Okay. They took the inducement, broke, came back to the break, but not the inducement. So there's still money here. As we are at the minute, we're pushing away. We're going to have a contraction phase that contracts back, clearing out all these stop losses that people are putting in because they think the market's going bullish, sorry. When really now they've hit a point where they can't break. The banks have pushed and broke it. It'll flip round, break a structure. I'm not even looking for a move down here. If I was to move any of my positions down here and catch that move, if you were looking to trade on the daily, this is, you're going into like March, April 2023. But there will come a time where you can set them January and you don't have to worry till December. But break a structure where your last peak was, last high peak line, follow it back to either the last down before the up, or you're going the other way. Okay, last bit of structure, the last up, last up before the down. Okay, all depending on which way the market's going overall. You're downtrending there. in the daily. It's just come back. So you could see it flip round and drop, as it tapped. Yeah, just, so that could be the algorithms changing. We've just tapped the candle. Algorithms are saying, right, we're going sell mode. Took the inducement, we broke the structure. Coming back to release, away we go. If I was to follow that position, I don't want the buy, I want the sell. That was to never come back and just keep going to its previous lows. That's a 55% gain from the position I've marked up in the lower time frame, but just leaving it longer. It's all about your mindset and how long you can stay in a trade for. As the time goes on and you do find that you're getting them really good entries, it's all a case of how long can you sit and watch it go to where it's going to go. It's just a matter of patience and waiting. It started making a little bit of noise now. Just at 10 o'clock. New York will just be coming into the market. See a few big candles now, possibly within, say, this area where that noise is. A little bit above there, maybe. And then I'd like to see it blast out for my take profit. So I think it's going to happen, guys. So yeah, we've got them, and then just get yourself zoomed out into the daily. Don't have to be down here in the 1 minute. I quite like the 1 minute. It's fast paced. I can be in and out 4 or 5% pretty quickly. Oh, it's weird getting back into videos, guys, if I'm honest. But yeah, that's your general idea of setting up on TradingView. Okay. Download the program, tradingview.com. Create an account, email address, password, which will then give you access, obviously, to other perks if you want to upgrade your account to get more alerts and stuff like that. But right now, at the beginning, what you're looking for is free. Cost nothing just to have a look and mark a few positions up. I'll do a couple of more videos in a bit more depth on how to set an account up and actually place trades in the market, but you don't need to know any of that right now. You just need to know what you're looking at and how we approach things. That's the main process of this video, was to get you set up with tradingview.com, the time frames that we look at, from highest to lowest, and the tools we use to do the job. Okay. So Great British Pound, Euro USD. You click on that little add button there, add symbol, bish, bosh, bash. They'll come in here. You can cancel all the others that are in there just by tapping that little cross. So you've just got them two, so your head's not falling off with loads of different assets all down the side. Okay, so I'm going to stop share there. So that's just a rough idea of TradingView. I ended up going into a few trades. If you find it educational, you find it educational. If not, you've got an idea of how to set TradingView up now. And that's your beginning, guys. Your start process, because that gives you and enables you to look and see bank manipulation. As soon as the market breaks, the manipulation has been caused. And then we can start laying confirmations over the manipulation of where they're possibly going to come back to. And that's how we get our trade and how we trade, guys. So I'll get this uploaded now and whiz it over to the Discord. And I think there's a couple of guys that have asked for it through other members. So yeah, blessed day, guys. Speak to you on the next one. Bye for now.